We're picking up some important artwork today and visiting a very grand British house. I hope you enjoy this trip with us today on the Daily Connoisseur. Hello everyone, Jennifer here, and welcome back. I hope you've been enjoying our England vlogs. I have another one for you today as we visit Polesden Lacey and I pick up some artwork that is very dear to my heart. Before we go on those adventures, I wanted to show you my outfit of the day that I filmed when it was a bit colder from the beginning of my trip. I'm wearing the lily silk outfit with the pleated skirt that has that lovely cornflower leather belt at the waist, and then the camel-colored short sleeve sweater. The butterfly jewelry is my favorite necklace to wear with this look. It's by Nirel, and the kids call this my butterfly drip chain. I love it. It was so cold the day I shot this, so I wore my mother-in-law's Madge coat, and then the two shoes that look good with this are the M. Jemmy leather sandals or the Thursday Boots ballet flats. They both play on the monochromatic brown look that I love. The slippers I wear in the flat are the Oliveri Life slippers, which have a quilted sole. Even though the weather was initially cold and dreary, I didn't mind. It kind of adds to the atmospheric elegance of it all. And because I'm used to hot summers in California, this has been a welcome change. So through the fog and mist and chilly temps, I see the roses, enjoy the walks and the clouds as they blanket the sky. It's a new day and we have some exciting adventures ahead of us. First stop is an art gallery in Reigate called Adams Gallery, where I'm going to pick up something very special. Then we are visiting an elegant estate called Polesden Lacey, so I thought I'd dress up a bit and wear my pretty brunch dress, green sandals, and blue handbag. As I walk through Adams Gallery, which at the time of filming had an amazing John Piper exhibit, let me tell you the exciting reason why I'm here. So my friend Conrad Cox, who is that amazing 360-degree panoramic photographer, knows that I love Alice in Wonderland. He told me about an exhibit at Adams Gallery that shared the Sir John Tenniel prints from both Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. These prints are special because they are the only prints ever printed from the original wood blocks from Tenniel's designs. The mass market books from back then were printed from a prototype of the wooden blocks, but no prints from the wooden blocks were ever printed until recently. I was not in the UK at the time of the showing, but I was able to purchase 4 prints from America, and I'm picking them up today. They are wrapped up for the flight home, so when I'm back in America, I'll hang them up and show them to you in all their glory and tell you a bit more about them. I am so excited about this. And if you're in the Reigate area, I hope you'll visit Adams Gallery. I'll leave their Instagram down below along with Conrad's. Also, Adam from the gallery is a talented artist in his own right, and you can see his work there as well. It's definitely worth a visit. picking up the prints, we headed to Polesden Lacey, an Edwardian house with a rich history, seated on 1,600 acres of elegant gardens and staggeringly beautiful landscapes. It did not disappoint. So while I show you the incredible interiors, let me tell you about the house. But first, I'd love to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Also, give this video a like if you're enjoying these England vlogs. These two things let me know that you love the videos and you'd like me to continue. Owned by the National Trust, Polesden Lacey, much like Carlisle's house that we visited in the last vlog, has a rich social history. It was the weekend retreat of Margaret Greville, who has a remarkable story. She was the daughter of a successful brewer who overcame her personal obstacles to befriend kings and queens. Polesden Lacey was remodeled by architects Muse and Davis, who had just refurbished the Ritz Hotel. It's funny because before I knew that, I felt like I was at the Ritz. The interiors are so opulent. Mrs. Greville was a discerning art collector as well. Her collections include Dutch and British masters. When she was refurbishing the house, she said, "I want a room I can entertain Maharajas in." Polesden Lacey was gifted to the National Trust on Mrs. Greville's death in 1942. Most of the downstairs is as it was in Mrs. Greville's day. Here, she entertained royalty. The future King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, spent part of their honeymoon here. She also entertained political figures like Winston Churchill, actors like Charlie Chaplin, and international royalty like Queen Anna of Spain. My favorite part of the house was actually outside in the walled rose garden. The film does not do it justice. This was one of the most beautiful gardens I have ever seen, with roses of seemingly every variety. In addition to the roses, I loved looking at other complementary flowers, some of which I had never seen before. We even saw a black ladybug with red spots. The rest of the grounds were incredible as well, with expansive views. The secret meadows teeming with daisies and wildflowers were enchanting to walk through. I love visiting grand places like this to see what inspiration I can bring back to my own home in California. And now I'd like to share the sponsor for today's video with you, which is Babbel. Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the world. Its intuitive lessons help you learn a language through real-life conversations. I use Babbel for self-improvement to keep up on my French. Otherwise, I would totally lose my grasp of the language. I absolutely love their short but impactful lessons. Babbel teaches real-world conversations, things that you're actually going to use in travel, business, relationships, and more. Babbel is scientifically proven by researchers at Yale University, Michigan State University, and other major institutions to help you start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Lessons are designed by real language teachers, and they have a 20-day money-back guarantee. Here's an example of one of their lessons. J'habite à Avignon.
Vous habitez ici? Oui. J'habite ici avec ma famille.
Vous habitez ici?
Tu habites ici?
Tu habites ici? Do you live here? So click the link in the description or scan the QR code to get 60% off on your subscription. And thank you to Babbel for sponsoring. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I would love to know what your favorite part about Polesden Lacey was. Have you ever visited? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. Keep calm and remain classy, and I'll see you in our next video. Love, Jennifer.